Saturday night here with the Killswitch Racing League, and we are hot and heavy in the playoffs, and we are at Talladega tonight. Uh, Joining me tonight, one of my good friends over in another league that we run in, Scallywagger. He owns the Lone Star League, one of the owners of the Lone Star League, and he is going to jump in here and help us broadcast this tonight. So, Scally, welcome to the broadcast, man. How are you this evening?
Thank, I'm good, man. Thank you for having me tonight. It's
Yeah,
good to kind
yeah,
of be broadcasting and being on a different channel this time.
yeah. I know you said this isn't the norm for you, so you know it's it, I feel like you are gonna do this just like the second nature to you. Super easy, and it's Dega, so I mean it's Dega.
Oh
Come on,
yeah,
can't be too
Dega's
bad.
it.
Yeah, it's not okay. And they said we can go ahead and join, and
All right.
so Dega's, it's just a drive in the park. You know, you got 6 lanes. Nobody's going to bump into each other. Nobody's going to wreck each other. I mean, it's
Oh
it's
yeah,
a it's a wide track. You don't have to worry about any of that.
yeah.
Okay, so now that I'm done
That's
blowing
one thing I
smoke
love
up,
about.
now that I'm done blowing smoke up your ass, I'm expecting this to be a dogfight. We have a bunch of fast cars in here. Um, the high line and the low line are both working. They're not just going to get in one big line and just run a big long train all night. These are grown men. They actually get up there and they race hard against each other, and all of them want to lead every lap, especially here at Dega, because some of these guys that
Oh
can't,
yeah,
some of these guys that just don't have the setups for like Charlotte or Texas or anything, they are, they know that they can win here. So here we are. I mean,
yeah.
already in. Um, let's see, we got Frankensteinson in the 48 car leading. We got Jinx in that 22 Shell Pennzoil throwback. Ford Mustang running second, but Sniper jumping to the outside in the King's 43, going towards the front with oh God, Big Birdie Schmeat. Oh Lord,
Oh dang.
oh Lord. So
That.
Collins was in the race last week at New Hampshire, and he was the only Schmeat mobile in the race. But let me tell you, he brought some friends tonight. So we got Big Birdie Schmeat, we got Jinx in the 22, Checo in the 11, Sniper, Hangman is new tonight. Welcome Hangman in the 14 car, Popeye,
Yeah.
Colt Blazing was Colt Spacers, but uh, there were some gentlemen over in another league. Well, I don't want to call them a league, but I mean they're a league, but they're not like a good league. Um, got his name banned, so he was on. It's on a little vacation this week. So Colt Spacers is Colt Blazing this week. Mihoopty in that 24, who has been showing a lot of strength these last couple of weeks, and there he is, Collins 23 Schmeat, the Schmeat mobile that was the fastest car last week at New Hampshire. And then
Yeah.
the big Schmeat himself, two Schmeat for you, used to be too good. Apparently Schmeat's the thing these days. Changed his name this week, so you got two Schmeat for you in the 9 car. And then old Schlinken in that 88. So back up front, though, we have Popeye on the bottom getting a push from Colt, and they're actually, the two of them seem to be running well together for being
Oh
on that
yeah,
bottom. But
definitely.
up top we got Mihoopty leading Jinx and Bird and Frankensteinson. Oh, it looks like Colt jumped to the top too. And then
Okay.
old Schlong Nuts in the 88 car, that Planters Peanuts
Oh
car.
yeah.
Absolutely love that car.
That car is such a beautiful car. I've noticed one thing about a lot of these cars nowadays. You got so many different and so slick looking paint schemes that half the time you really can't tell them apart.
I was asking someone the other day, one of the guys that runs an FR. I said, look, I said, Favre, I said, someone told me that they think that, different paint schemes are faster than others when you race custom or game cars. I said, is that true?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I always win in the big or the Bush's Apple car. So there might be something to that.
There may be. I mean, there's several guys I know that run that same paint scheme, and 9 times out of 10, they're always up front.
Yep, all right, so down low. Oh man, they're doubling it up, but Jinx gonna take the lead here on the low side with Popeye, Hoopty, and Schlongnuts behind them. Up top we got Too Good, Bird, the 7 Occult, and the 48 of our pulse hitter Frankenstein's son up there in that high groove. And these guys are racing each other. I'm loving seeing that. A lot of times you see
Oh,
in
yeah.
these league races at Dega that they'll just get in one big long line and run the laps down, and you know it'd be boring. Well, not these guys, man. They are mixing it up
Yeah.
early, and I freaking love it.
Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you. This definitely is very interesting to watch, you know, because running with some of the guys we do, or I do, and you do as well, it's, you know, like you said, everybody lines up in one big line, which kind of they're doing a little bit of that now, but, you know, they're still jumping out, trying to see who can get up front. It's definitely some good racing.
Oh yeah, these guys are good. I've enjoyed broadcasting with Killswitch this season, but as the season is about to come to a close, we're doing the off-season season, and I mean they're going to be bringing in some new stuff with the new group. They've got I don't know what I like to call him, the director of social media. Old Jinx made us a new Facebook page this week, so make sure you get out there and like the Killswitch Racing League's new Facebook page. I made some new logos for the league this week, and we've also added dirt to the off-season season. So Sniper, I think, is going to be heading up that dirt league with Too Good, and I've been running on dirt with these guys a lot in that new World of Outlaws game. A matter of fact, I think everybody in this front group I've ran with in that new dirt game, and they're no slouches, man. They get up there. Oh, look at this, 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for second
Dang.
now. Oh man, these Fords just have
Kind
that
of sending them
power.
back out now. Yeah, that's one thing about Talladega I've always noticed is them Fords, no matter where they are in that pack, they can run you down and they can face you in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, Fords are great at super speedways, and Fords are
Yeah,
great at short tracks. Chevys are good at the intermediates, the mile and a halves,
yeah.
and Toyotas are good on road courses. That's things I've learned in the, I don't know, 6 years we've had, or 7 years we've had this game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with a lot of these cars and setups and just small adjustments you can make, and you know, just even in general, you know, like you said, the Fords at these super speedway tracks so much faster. But you still got them Chevys. They like to come out of nowhere sometimes.
Yep, and you got one in that outside lane, and 2 in that inside lane. And the one in the outside lane is leading the pack right there with me, Hoopty. Oh, but he slipped down to let one of them Fords get to his outside, and here comes a train of... Nope, not a train, just one, single Ford. 21. Oh, no, 22's right tucked behind them. They had the same color car. They were blending.
22s. You got the 21 in first, 22, and you got the 9 rounding out the top 3. Now you got the 24 jumping up there with those guys. They're definitely running that pack, that high line. You can definitely find some grip up there. I can tell you that much. You can find some grip up there, but it also can be very unforgiving if you touch that wall just right. And then we got that bottom line coming back up front again.
So Jinx leading that bottom line. Well, there's no top lane, so the lane.
Nope, not
But
anymore.
this group that broke away. I'm trying to see here. So you got Schlinken running by himself here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay, I got a new phone this week, so I can't find my YouTube. There it is. Man, that 22 car, he loves to lead these things.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, anybody who can drive Joe Logano's car is going to be a winner. A wiener.
A wiener.
So we go
Wiener
Ford,
chicken
Chevy,
dinner.
Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Ford.
Here goes Jinx giving up the lead.
Oh, and here comes
But he's
some Chevys on the inside. All right, we got 18 laps remaining here, and it's 2 times wear, so they might have to pit once in this stage, but I don't know for sure.
I know how much they're giving up this lead. I really think they're all trying to kind of save some fuel somewhere in between there. But you know what? It's you never know. That group that I'm watching though is that backpack. I guarantee with how many cars they got back there now, they're definitely gonna make some headway here soon. I guarantee
So
it.
that backpack led by Sniper with Checo, Collins, Frankenstein's son. Not quite sure who this Hangman is. I don't think I've ever raced with Hangman. I don't know much about him. Hangman, Schlinken, Frankenstein's son, all back here in this back group.
That's definitely the pack that I'm watching because I guarantee they'll definitely be making some headway here soon. I mean, you got what?
Yeah, but you got those front six. Those front six are linked. These ones have already lost the 2 in the back. They've lost Frankenstein's son, they've lost Schlinken, so it's just 4 against 6, and these 6 are going for it, buddy. Ooh, I take that back.
Yeah,
Something happened up front. So you got Jinx and Bird, too good up there. Popeye's kind of braked away. Okay, so they might start catching them now because you got 3, 1, space, 1, space, 1, space. So these 4 might start catching these guys that are lagging back a little bit, and that 4 will grow to 5, will grow to 6, and then these 3 will be sitting ducks. Oh, but never mind. Here comes Hoopty pushing old Popeye back to the back of that front group of 3. So 3 became 5.
That, like I said, that backpack is definitely one to watch because, you know, yeah, you might get a good enough lead, but you get a good group of cars behind you, and you can definitely make some headway pretty quick.
Ooh, Bird up in the wall. Too good, bounced off of him. Battle for the lead. Put 2 Schmeat for you out front. It's so hard with these new names. Oh, but don't look too hard. Here comes Hoopty, not a Schmeat one, in the bottom lane, getting pushed by our points leader, Jinx.
Ooh. Going 3 wide for second.
Oh. All right, and now you've got the Penske Fords on the bottom and the Hendrick Chevys up top. Let's see what happens. Oh, just like they should. The Hendrick Chevys get down there and run with the Penske Fords.
Yep.
Because they must have heard us and said that back group is coming.
They're coming, and like I said, you got numbers growing back there in that backpack, and they're definitely going to catch up. You got what, 4 of them lined up, nose to tail right now.
Oh yeah, and they're about to get Colt.
Top.
Yep, they're about to get Colt blazing, and they're about to get right here. So Colt and Popeye are going to join into this group. So you got 4, you got 5, 6, 7. You've got 8 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all right there together.
Looks like
if Popeye can get that draft. Oh, Popeye lapped it.
Bit.
He lost it. So let's ride along with the leader here and see how fast this group behind him is catching.
We're got some pretty good distance on them, but I think with how many cars they got back in that backpack, they'll catch them in a couple laps. Oh, looks like Mihuki jumped up to the top, and he is going to be hung out to dry by himself. As once again, Penske cars are running up front.
Two Schmeat for you, up into the wall, off the nose of Bird. Alright, so we got Jinx up front still. That group is not really closing.
Yeah, looks like they've almost stalled out back there.
All right, these guys come around. We're gonna have 11 laps to go here in stage number 1. And these guys have about 3 laps of fuel remaining, so we are about to see green flag pit stops.
Always gotta love them green flag pit stops, man.
I love them at Talladega.
Make or break a race.
I love them at Dega because in stage 1 I only need to take fuel.
Yep.
Alright, Jinx. Get it, son. Get that car to pit road, get your gas, get back out on it. Don't get your... Now, hard here. Don't get you a black flag. Especially when you're running in a group and everybody's pitting together. The way I like to do it is I like to tell the group I'm with, everybody fan out. I'm going to the bottom. The guy behind me needs to go to the top. The guy behind him needs to go to the bottom. The guy behind him needs to go to the top when you're coming down pit road. So one goes towards the inside wall, one goes towards the yellow line. And slow down that way. Don't slow down on each other's bumpers. It'll not be good for anybody.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. That whole backpack, except for Hangman. And looks like Popeye stayed on the track too. Or no, was that Cobalt?
So Hangman looks like he was hung out while everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Here come the leaders right up alongside Hangman.
So Hangman pitted before everybody. Oh, and here they come. Here they come. Slow it. Slow down. Oh, Bird. Oh, Birdman. Uh-oh. Come on, 22. Get that car.
See how fast this backpack can gain back up again. They all looks like they just all left pit road. They are not nose to tail though. They got some distance between each one of them.
They're all in different fucking zip codes. Oh, effing zip codes. I forgot. This was a live stream. Sorry, Niners a little effed up tonight. Dude, they can't even... Okay, but this front group, yeah, 24 and 22, nose to freaking tail, coming out of pit road.
Oh, yeah.
Birdman, not too far behind. The loser in that one is going to be Too Good, though. I don't think Too Good is going to be close enough to get the draft from Bird unless they feather hit right here, which, riding along with Jinx, it does seem like he may have feathered that a little bit so Too Good could get that draft, which makes a lot of freaking sense. Because four is better than nothing than 3 for sure.
Yeah. Especially, you know, like at these super speedways, you definitely got to stay with that pack. You lose that draft, your race may as well be done with.
Yeah. So our leader currently is going to be old Popeye in the 4 car, but he is going down pit road at the moment. All right, so we got old Jinxie leading.
This front four is definitely all nose to tail, and you got the rest of the field that just they lost everybody coming off the pit road.
Yeah, see, sometimes that's why it's hard for me to be in that big group, because a
Yeah.
couple of them may have got speeding penalties, and
You never really know who's taking what on pit road. I mean, you can get people taking 2 tires, fuel only, 4 tires, making little adjustments here and there. You never know on pit road.
yeah, but you should know if you're running in this draft. You really, really want to let the people around you know what you're doing so that you can come off of pit road together. And especially
Exactly.
at super speedways, I like to make sure I let the people in my draft or around me know, hey, I've got to fix damage, or I'm not going to fix damage, so my get up to speed lap is going to be slower. Because with I think it's only like 5 laps remaining, there's really no reason in fixing your damage. If that makes sense.
I agree 100%.
I know. Wait for the stage break.
Exactly. When we're racing at Talladega, I do that same exact thing. If I got damage, I'm waiting for that stage break because I want to be out on that track as fast as I can.
Oh yeah. And when it's stage 3, the last place I want to be is leading, because you do not save anything leading.
Nope.
And that's how I won the Daytona race in your league. Was there were the 2 people that were racing, and they were racing hard for the lead. I just ran right there in third behind them the whole freaking in my fuel gear the entire stage 3, and everybody else had to make a final pit stop, and I didn't. I just went on to the checker flag, but that was because I didn't want to push for the lead. I didn't care about leading every lap.
And that's one thing at Daytona and Talladega I've noticed with all of my racing over the last several years, is like you said, you do not want to be leading at the beginning of stage 3 because you have 0 fuel saving at all.
Yep.
You are pulling anywhere between 3 to 4 cars, heck, even sometimes 6 cars. You're pulling 6 cars around this track. Even if you are in a fuel saving gear, you're not saving anything. You're pulling each one of those cars.
So these guys here, I mean, with Jinx being the leader at the moment, and also leading points, I would really want to get up there and challenge him for this lead coming down to the end of the stage and take those stage points away from him. Because if you keep letting him win stages, he's just going to keep pulling farther and farther away in the points. Because I've said it once, I'll say it again. When you win, you extend your points lead if you were the points leader.
Yep.
So don't let the points leader win.
I'm 100% agree with that. Even if you do wait till the last lap, you better make sure that you got somebody behind you, especially at these super speedways. You gotta have somebody up there with you to make that move on the final lap.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get hung out.
Absolutely.
I can speak from experience. Last year at our Talladega race last year, man, I got last lap, hung out to dry, no help. Talladega coming off that final apex, or not apex.
With
coming off that trial,
we got 2 remaining here in this stage, just 2 more laps remaining, and these front 4 are starting to separate themselves. So you've got Jinx, and you've got old Popeye, or old Hippity, Mr. Hoopty. Jesus Christ! Wow. And Bird down underneath the yellow line, pushing up on Jinx. That's a infraction. You gotta go to the principal's office.
Oh yeah.
He went under that yellow line deep, but they were 4 wide there for the lead. Holy bejesus! All right,
yeah.
White flag is out. 1 more lap to go here in stage number 1 at.
Whoa.
Oh. My God, do we have a last lap? Like, anything goes rule. I like it if we do. That'd be freaking badass. I hated the
Yeah.
yellow. I call the yellow line rule the Skinner rule. Because Skinner used
Yep.
to be known for going down in that grass and trying to make a freaking pass like an idiot back in the late 90s. He always had a
Oh yeah. Well, it looks like this.
always had a fast car at Dega, but just could never beat his
Oh
teammate.
yeah.
So,
Nope.
speaking of not being able to beat somebody, Jinx, who has led most of this stage, is leading. Oh, coming to the line. But it looks like it's going to Bird. And Bird got it at the line, so give the win to the 21 car. Second's going to be Jinx. Third is Too Schmeedy for you. Mr. Hoopty fourth. Colt's blazing fifth. Give me a second, I'll give you the rest of that top 10. Boom, 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 boom. My God. It's taking forever for them to cross the finish line, that bad group. They were spread out.
Oh yeah, they were.
So 6 is Frank, 7 is Sniper, 8 is Schlinken, 9 is Popeye, 10 is Checo, 11th is Collins, and hanging out in the back of the field 1 lap down is Hangman, so he's going to get his lap back right here.
We're definitely going to re-rack the field with this stage break. We're definitely going to see if anybody can make some adjustments and try to keep up with this front four. Like we said earlier, man, that front four they pulled away and they were gone.
They did, and they pulled away well before the pit stops. So they had the speed right off the bat. Now it's going to be time to see if these guys were able to make some adjustments in pit road. Now that they've had 2 opportunities to work on their car. And here we go with a 27 lap race here for stage number 2. And you got Bird on the bottom leading old Too Good. Colt behind him trying to close that draft up. And he's got Sniper pushing him on that back on the bottom. And Checo is the back car in that lane. Up top you got Jinx, Hoopty, Schlink, and Frank, and Collins. Oop, as Collins drops low trying to get that draft from that other group up there in front of him. Schlinken's going to drop low, so they are going to leave the outside lane out to dry. And as I said, don't let the points leader lead. Absolutely don't let him get your draft. They're going to drop Jinx to the back of almost to the back of the field in that high lane.
Oh yeah, pretty close.
Oh, the 14 and the 7? Who is that back there with the 14? Oh, Collins in the 8 car. So 2 cars just wrecked, but only 1 spun, so I don't think they're going to call that a caution. Oh, and Sniper takes it outside for a 3 wide for the lead coming out of turn 4. You got Schlinken on the bottom, Sniper on the outside. Oh, Sniper dives all the way down to the bottom lane, gets in behind Colt. Oh, put Too Good out front in the 9 car. That's the Too Good and the from the side, the 9 and the 88 have similar schemes to me. I couldn't tell the difference.
Whoa, we got.
Oh, Sniper hard. Sniper puts a couple people in the wall. Oh, okay. So I believe they brought out a manual. So right there at that start finish line, they slowed it down. Sometimes the manual cautions can throw me off up here in the booth.
Oh yeah.
So Colt going up there to rub on old Too Good, saying he is not happy with what just happened. And these guys, I mean, they need to realize they do get damage under these cautions, so shape it up, boys. All right, so pit road is open. Too Good's going to lead them down. In that number 9, beautiful Jimmy Johnson Lowe's throwback Napa car.
That's a beautiful paint scheme.
It was for the greatest of my generation. to drive a stock car.
Most. God,
And
hey,
the
you know what? I'm right there
most,
with you, man.
the most underrated champion in NASCAR.
Oh, most definitely.
Because there was no reason Jimmy Johnson never had a rival. He never had a bad word to say about another driver. He was the all-around a great American race car driver. And like Dale Earnhardt Jr. has said it many times, Kevin Harvick has said it many times, there is no reason that Jimmy Johnson should not have been the most popular driver during his 7 championship reign. And people just love to hate him, and I could never figure out why. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't own any friggin' Jimmy Johnson gear at all. Like, I would never. It's not my thing. But dude deserved a hell of a lot more respect than NASCAR fans gave him. So anyway,
most definitely.
Speaking of respect, old Too Good's gonna lead him off pit road. But I do believe that Jinx stayed out, and so did Bird.
I believe so.
Because, yeah, Jinx does not have new tires or more fuel than what he had when the caution came out. So, leave Jinx and Too Good on the track in first and second. And then Too Good's going to come in third, I do believe.
This is definitely going to be an interesting restart. You got cars on old tires and you got cars on new tires. We'll definitely see how that plays out in the long run.
Yes, but they are on 2 times wear. So
this is true.
So I mean, they're looking like 98s and 96s or 98s and 94s. I mean, their left sides aren't going to wear at all. But what is interesting is laps remaining versus laps of fuel for the people that stayed out, which it looks as though the 21 car did just hit pit road. So give the lead to Jinx in the Joey Logano number 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang that is locked into the championship race in Phoenix next week and is going to win him a second championship. Do you want to challenge me on that, Scally? I love when you challenge me on Joey Logano winning.
Hey,
I need you to challenge me. I need you to challenge me because that means he is going to win. So challenge me, bro.
You know what, man?
Big wreck in the back of the pack as they were doing pace laps. Oh no. And now the caution has come out. The actual game caution has come out. And I don't know if that was intentional, but it's not a good look when the game caution comes out while you're under caution.
That definitely did not look good. Trying to see who has damage on their car.
There was quite a few server issues, is what I was just told. Server issues. So. And the green flag is out. We are back racing here.
We got all Colt blazingly in that bottom line to the front.
We do. You got Birdie Schmidt in second, Sniper running third. It's nice to see that 21 and 43 car running together. You got the 8 right behind him, the 48 in that bottom. You've got legends in the bottom lane right there. 21, 43, 8, and 48.
Most definitely. You can't forget, can't forget that 4 car, though. Never count out that 4 car sometimes.
Oh, no. Popeye is good for sure, dude. For sure. I do enjoy watching Popeye race this season. But on that bottom, man, Colt Blazin just holding tough in the 7 car. they are more organized up
That,
top, but that bottom lane has
yeah.
some type of momentum. It's not even a side draft. They're like not getting close enough for a good side draft. So
Yeah.
they're just good on that bottom. But here we go. The top lane now getting
Oh,
that
yeah.
momentum. Now the top lane is rolling. Here we go. They are going to fly now right by this bottom group. That is now a bottom
Oh, yeah.
duo. All right, as the 22 car out there. Running the engine of the train, and you got Frank back there caboosing it up, and I hope Jinx is watching this stream because he does not need to be leading. Remember, Jinx is the
Oh,
car
here we
that stayed
go.
out in that last caution.
Yeah. He definitely
So
does not want to
he
be
does
leading.
not want to be leading.
We're coming to 2 packs again. We'll see how this does affect where the 22 car ends up.
Okay, and they're pretty evenly matched number-wise between top and bottom.
Oh, yeah. Got 3 wide
Ooh,
for
3
second
wide for
right
second.
now, going into 2.
Hoopty going underneath too good. Jinx dropping to that bottom lane. Cutting off the run of Checo in that bottom group. As that top group starts to get a good push, Checo's going to leave the bottom and go to the top, and here comes Hoopty in the middle. It's too good going around the outside, so they are 3 wide for second and third, running. Oh man, holy cow. And Jinx, with nowhere to go, dives high, and the high lane, as he gets there, evaporates. So Jinx going to be left out to dry here. I mean, when I said don't lead, I didn't mean go to the back.
But you know what? This could be good for his fuel save. I mean, you got to be able to save some fuel to make it to the end of the stage. Yeah, he about went to the tail end of that longest line. We got a 2-car duo up top. Let's see if anybody joins them up there. I don't think anybody will. Does not look like. Looks like they're just gonna be staying up there by themselves.
Oh, the 8 car in the middle getting a little loose. Jinx on the bottom, 3 wide. 22-8-21. Alright, that 8 car is going to go start losing some spots if he doesn't get out of the middle here. And Too Good, all by himself, like the chess, what do they say? Like the chess captain on prom night?
Yep.
Oh, and Schlongnuts up in the
80.
wall.
Looks like he got a little loose going into 3.
So put Colt Blazer out front. You got that 4 car in second. You said don't count out the 4, and nobody counted him out. Here he is coming from the last spot
Here
all the way
he
up to
is.
second here.
Him and Cold Blaze, and they were hanging around like I was telling you earlier. Don't count out that backpack, and now look at them. They're, because of that stage break, they are all packed up again.
They are, and that 22 that was at the back of the lane is all the way back up to 4th now, so put Jinx coming back to the front, but that outside lane starting to get some momentum with old Bird leading them, and you've got his buddy Collins and Too Good right behind them.
I just don't think they have enough cars up there to make a run at that lead. I mean, you've got 3 cars compared to what, 6, 7 cars on that bottom line? I just don't think they're going to be able to do it. Oh, now you got 4 cars up top.
Alright, now they're starting to get more single file again. I mean, it's kind of going one way or another here.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get a little single file, get a little grouped up. Get a little single file, get a little grouped up.
It's some very close racing, though. I'll tell you that much. You got moves being made and a little separation from that front pack. Not a whole lot.
I think it's a good run separation.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Blazing and Popeye are just air holding almost everybody off.
Oh, Bird and Frank spinning down the back
Oh,
stretch. That is going to bring out caution number 3.
you know, this is good for
For the 88 car.
the 88 for Schlinken
Yeah.
and for Jinx. Because remember, Jinx didn't take fuel or tires that last pit stop or the last caution. So if he decides to make a gamble, because like you said, he's already locked in the championship at this point. He's got really nothing to lose if he takes a pit stop now.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense to go ahead and take that pit. For sure.
Ooh.
All right, so we got Colt back out front. You got that 4 car in the outside. We got Frank starting in the back with Bird. But Colt leading them in that bottom lane. Popeye leading him in that top lane.
That bottom lane is always just so organized on the restarts. But you've got numbers upside in that top lane, though.
The top lane takes, if you can get a good group up there, takes 2 laps and you're just going to fly by that bottom lane. But you need a good 2 laps of speed.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Schlinken is back up front now, running up with Blazing. Looks like he just took the lead.
So put the 88 car up front after hitting the wall hard at the beginning of this stage.
Him, Big Bird. I want to say...
Yeah, Too Good in the 9. Colt in the 7. Good. Or Too Schmeat. Jesus.
Schmeat.
You know, I would think all the Schmeat magnets would get together and run together, but they're not. They're just Schmeating it out by themselves.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Schmeaton, here comes the 9 car by himself, looking to get around these other cars, and it ain't happening. But the 88 car jumps up there
No.
trying to get up in front of Colt, as Colt jumps up to get in front of Schmeat. So, put the 88 car out front. Nope, take that back. Here comes the 21 on the inside. So you got a bigger group on the inside than the outside. So that inside group, by all accounts, should... Oh, there's not a bigger one. They're 4 and 4. Hell yes. That's what I like to see.
It's a dead even pack. But that 48 car is going to be that deciding factor on whether or not who gets that little bit more of a push.
He is open, and the 24 is going to help with a good side draft to pull back that top lane. Here comes the bottom lane coming through. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. I'm King Schmeat. Let's go.
Here, almost dead even going into one. I think that bottom lane just got that little bit more of exit speed than that top lane does.
But that top lane pulls him down the backstretch. And don't look now, but the points leader and winner of, or second place in the first stage, and has been running up front all night, Jinx, nowhere to be seen. He has lost the draft well far in the back with, is that the 4 car? It is, with old Popeye.
Yeah, that's Popeye.
Who was just leading just 5 laps ago, was challenging for the lead. Now he's lost the draft, fallen back. Ago. As we are coming down to get 3 laps to go here in stage number 2, this race is flying by. What's interesting, you don't see a lot of teammates up front. I think you got the 24 and the 9 possibly teammates. But I mean, hello, if you watch the Xfinity Martinsville race today, when you're in the playoffs, teammates are out the window.
Oh yeah, most definitely. They're
even when
we're teammates at this point.
Even when you're locked in to the next round, you still wreck your teammate so he doesn't have a chance.
Hey, that's us people. You got. I mean, granted, of course, in the final round of the playoffs, there's always going to be 4 cars. But you know, less competition, you got the better.
Yeah, well. Unpopular opinion, and I would save this for my podcast, but it's on my mind. If they're going to park Bubba Wallace for a week, they shouldn't let Ty Gibbs advance to the next round. He took out the guy who was about to advance coming on the last lap. All right, speaking of last laps, I believe this one's it right here, and Birdman looks like he is going to go back-to-back in stages. Or nope, this is it. White flag.
Nope, this will be the white flag. I don't think anyone's going to challenge him for that lead. They may break out. I just don't know. They're going to have the numbers. Oh, here comes that 88 car. So we got a little bit of momentum on that top side coming.
He does, but it looks as though
that 8 car going to jump up in front of him.
Oh, Bird by himself.
Oh,
he's losing folks behind him. And he does it. Birdman goes back to back for the stage wins at Dega.
Big wreck coming to the end of that stage break. Looks like you got the 9 car with a ton of damage. And
all right, so we're going to re-rack him and do it one more time.
Alright, here you got Big Bird up front, and what else we got up front? We got Big Bird and Schlinken leading the field back to green.
Yep, so Burden Schlink up front, and we've got 32 laps here in stage number 3. And Frank already lost the draft here early in stage number 3. That's going to make for a long stage 3 for him.
Oh, yeah.
But someone looking to rebound after stage number 2. Jinx on that high side with Hoopty, trying to get around 4 cars with just the 2 of them.
Don't think they're going to be able to do it. I said before, here at these super speedways, you have to have numbers. You have to have cars tied together. If not, you're going to lose your draft. You're really not going to go anywhere.
And after stage 1 and stage 2, the only place I want to go is to Victory Lane. But I don't do that often here at Talladega, because there are too many lanes to choose from, and I'm not good at picking a lane.
Yeah, you know, I'm right there with you. Top lane's starting to get a little organized. See if I can get a little bit more help up there. But you got all 3 of them Hendrick powers up top. Let's see if they can definitely do something with that front pack.
You do, but what's going to help those Hendrick cars is the fact that they got 2 Fords leading them, so that top group might start rolling.
Always gotta hate on the Chevys, man. Always gotta hate on the Chevys.
Only in this game, because these are the old Chevys that sucked. These are the Chevys that ended Jimmy Johnson's career.
Yeah. Yeah, that, you know what? I gotta agree with you on that one. As much as I hate to say that.
And at super speedways, the last car I want pushing me is a Chevy, because those pointed front ends,
Yeah,
they seem to...
that is true.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this: you get enough of those Chevys lined up, yeah, that pointed front end may be a big deal. But you know, and I'm not saying this just because I run a Chevy, you know, but still, you get enough of those Chevys lined up, they're going to definitely push some air through, and they're definitely going to make their way to the front.
They are, but you get Fords lined up next to Chevys, and they'll beat them because Fords are flat against the bumper on both ends.
That is true.
All right, speaking of being flat against the bottom on both ends, here comes Collins on the inside, leading that inside lane. Collins in the 8 car. Sniper going to drop down and give him a block.
Looks like they all moved up to the top of the racetrack now. A little bit of a lane change. Oh, here we go. Big Bird just dropped down to the bottom. Gonna pick up that draft from his teammate in the good old number 22.
See, I knew I'd convert you. You said good and 22 in the same sentence.
No, he is not a good old 22. I'm sorry. I still have my personal feelings against Joey Logano, but you know what?
I understand, man. You win. It's really easy to hate a guy that will fly a kid and his entire family to a race after the kid survives cancer and gets cancer free, and bring the entire family to the race and pay for everything. It's really easy. It's really easy to hate that guy.
I am not. No.
Yep.
Now by
it's really easy to hate that guy.
Nah.
Yeah,
I hate that guy because sometimes he likes to cry like a little baby, just like Kyle Busch does.
he doesn't cry. Joey Logano never cries.
Oh, he
3 wide
cries.
for the
He
lead. Oh,
cries.
2 wide now. Collins backed out of it. Gave Schlinken the spot. Schlinken drops to the bottom, gets in front of Collins. They're going to try to. Here comes the Chevy Brigade on that bottom.
Here we go. Here comes that bottom.
Oh, and Collins goes below that yellow line. He's trying to get back up into traffic. They are 3 wide for the lead.
Oh,
Four
almost
wide.
4 wide for the
4 wide for
lead.
the lead. I told you these boys put on a freaking show, my dude. A
Oh yeah,
show.
most. Oh, I
And
have seen a couple cars. Yeah,
oh,
looks like the
well,
24
there's
car
some
and the 9 car.
there's some people missing in this group that were just there right before that corner.
And that. Oh, Nihuchi has a lot of front end damage right now.
And so does Big Birdie Schmeat. At least on my
He
stream.
does that.
Alright, but out in the front we got Sniper in the Kings 43. I mean, if I want to be technical, we've got Sniper in the Bubba Wallace car leading here at Talladega. As the caution is out here. Alright, boys. Oh, I was about to say, let's not have cautions breed real cautions, and I think that's what they're going for. Wow, Colt gets into old Nuts Boy, and Nuts Boy goes up in the wall and bounces back down, so under a manual, and we're just going to keep on adding damage. It's cute. I like it. As everybody's trying to catch up here, get in single file formation as we are going into pits. If Jinx is messaging me on my damn broadcast again, I'm gonna whoop him. He should message his broadcast because I don't watch mine. I watch his. Oh, server issues. It says server issues again. He sent me that message twice. Interesting. Speaking of things that are about to be interesting, the rest of this broadcast is going to be fun. As Scally, make sure
most definitely.
make sure that you change your phone. Make sure that your voice can be heard. You have to go into the settings in the app.
That's right.
Because on cell phones it does normally mute your voice.
My voice did carry, so let's hope that everybody can still hear me. Because now it's going to make things real interesting for you.
And while we have a little break in the action, guys, tomorrow night we are one race away from figuring out who is going to the championship for in the FRR Racing Series. You have the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 9 cars still in it to win it. Going into Martinsville, Flash 9 in the 9 has a pretty decent points lead. Pretty sure he's a lock-in for Phoenix. But the other 4, anything can happen. They are all, this is the closest points battle I have ever seen in FRR. And last week with Shovelhead falling out, you're left with True Death, Mucka, Field Filler, Favre, and Flash 9, who have been, most of them have been the dominant cars this season, so make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8:45 p.m. over on the FRR Racing League channel, where you can watch them run it at Martinsville. Big week last week with old Bam Bam Twitch that was racing here in Killswitch for quite a while this season, but left to concentrate full-time on his FRR league. Won his first ever FRR race last week at Homestead. So Bam Bam, after being eliminated at the Roval, pulling the upset and messing up some points, man. It made everything close. So make sure you guys tune into that tomorrow night, 8:45 p.m. Me and G Patrol and Sniper, who's actually leading right here in this race in the 43 car. He co-acres that with me. So you guys can hear Sniper tomorrow night over there on the FRR Racing Network. And let's see, we'll be back here next week with Killswitch, 10:45 Eastern, like we are every Saturday night. And we're back green here. You have Sniper in the inside with a big push from Jinx and Checo in the 22 and 11, followed by the 21 of Bird, the 88 of Schlenken, and then a nice sized gap back to Collins in that 8 car. But Collins has a lot of help behind him. He's got the 4, the 24, the 7. It looks like they have enough space for a good run. And here it comes. They are coming, and they just got the draft of the 4 cars leading this thing as Sniper gets left on the bottom. I used to say, you know, when you're on the outside, you're getting hung out to dry. On the inside, you're in timeout whenever everybody goes to the outside and passes you. And he just got passed by 7 cars in one corner, being on that inside lane all by himself. Ooh, but as they pass him, that outside lane drops to the inside, and you have Jinx back out front, but Bird gets up underneath him. Oh, not able to make the pass, so Jinx gets back down in front of Bird. So put that 22 car back out front. Bird second. You got Schlenken third. They are lined up on that inside lane. Nine cars deep, running single file here late in stage 3 at the Geico 250 at Talladega. These 2 cars in the back have lost the draft. That's too good in Frankenstein's son. Ooh, and Collins up into the wall off the side of Popeye. Ooh, Popeye up into the wall off the side of nobody. As we still have Jinx out front, but Bird is diving to his inside. Put Bird out front. Jinx dropping like a rock in the outside lane now as that inside lane has moved. And the inside lane is flying around this track. And we have 19 laps to go. All right, 19 laps to go here. And they are 3 wide for the lead. You got Bird on the outside, Sniper in the middle, Colt blazing on the inside with a big push from the 11, the 22, the 24, and the 4. Sniper only has the 88 on the middle lane, but on that outside lane, oh, is there 4 wide for 4th? On the outside lane, Sniper jumps up there to pick up Bird, but Schlenken going to dive in between them. Schlenken looking to make it 3 wide, drops all the way to the bottom, gets that draft, and they're going to get back single file.
Yeah, that pack racing definitely is something to always gotta watch out for, man. Even though, you know, you're going 3-4 wide, you gotta be careful.
Oh yeah, and I warned you before the race, these boys, all of them want to lead every lap. So it definitely makes for good racing. Not that sterile stuff you see where nobody wants to wreck their car. They all want to be single file till the last 10 laps of the race. And then nobody has been practicing runs throughout the whole race and doesn't know how to make the run at the end because they've been single file the whole time, and it just makes for a horrible finish. But these guys, it ain't over. We have 17 laps remaining, and I'm telling you, there are a lot of people cutting it close on fuel.
Oh, I don't doubt that one bit. With how many lead changes I've seen here in just the last few rounds, there's definitely going to be some room for people right on that edge for fuel saving.
As Colt was leading, but Jinx jumps to the high side and brings half the field with him. So put Jinx back out front. He's got the 24 of Hoopty pushing him around the outside of turns 3 and 4. And you have the 4 car of Popeye back up in the mix with the 11 of Checo. Bird getting shuffled all the way to the back of this first group, being back there with Sniper, Bird, Colt, Blazin, and Schlinken. Alright, Hoopty gonna look for the run on the outside of Jinx, but Jinx got that 4 car and not a lot of other help behind him, so Jinx needing some more people down in the bottom lane, but they can't get there. They're gonna make that middle lane form, so now you got 3 lanes, which is easy here at Talladega where you have 5 lanes.
Oh yeah, and you can definitely stack those cars 5 deep going through these turns, but like I've said once already, gotta be careful with making those 5 wide chances, because you may mess up, and you mess up, you're gonna take out everybody in that line with you.
Absolutely. Alright, so me Hoopty out front in the 24 car with a big push from Colt Spacers. They're going to get past Jinx and the 4 car, and they've got Bird right behind them. So again, Jinx in the 22. And the 22 representing a future first-time ballot Hall of Famer, Joey Logano, in that 22 car. Jinx out there doing things that Joey Logano would do on a super speedway, and that is lead. As looks like we're getting a manual, but I don't see what for. I'm not quite sure why the manual caution came out. Well, now there's a bunch of people spaced out. Oh. Well, is it a manual, Jinx? What's the manual for? Oh, there were 3 cars spinning in the back of the pack. I did not see who those 3 cars were. That is my bad. My bad. So your leader going to be Colt Spacer or Colt Blazin in the 7 car.
Okay, that 7 car, ever since the beginning of stage 2, that 7 car has definitely shown some speed. Has been up front most of the race.
And of the Schmidt brothers, 2 Schmidt, or no, Big Birdie Schmidt up there in 2nd. Then you got Hoopty in 3rd, Checo 4th, Sniper 5th, Jinx 6th. Looks like 2 Schmidt for you in 7th, Frank in 8th, Slink in 9th, Schmitty Collins in 10th.
I can say it's going to be some interesting last few laps, because I'm looking at some of these cars, man, and a lot of these cars have a lot of front end damage. That's definitely gonna make
Now,
pushing and
they
pulling really
did
hard.
all just pit, so sometimes when they do
That is
fix their
very true.
damage, it doesn't show it on the broadcast, which sucks, because they look like they couldn't run a lap at Martinsville right now, and they're out there running
Oh yeah,
212 miles an hour, you know?
most definitely.
But here we go, getting the restart with 12 to go. And Colt Spacer's in the 7 car, going to get a big jump, which is what he did not want to do. That's going to give, there it is. It's going to give the 24 car the power. He dives underneath him going into 1. 12 laps to go here. As Me Hoopty gets the lead. Sniper going below the yellow. I think it might be a server thing with the below the yellow. I'm not used to these guys going below the yellow this much.
Yeah.
Speaking of serving, if you would like to serve these guys a can of whoop ass, make sure you get a hold of us on Facebook. You can join the Killswitch's off-season season, and that is coming up here in about 5 or 6 weeks. So if you feel like you would like to race against these guys and you think you've got what it takes, get a hold of 2 Schmeat for You 24. Get a hold of Jinx, get a hold of me, get a hold of Sniper. Any of these guys, reach out to them. Always looking to expand the field, and with the season winding down, you too could be out here killing it in Killswitch.
Definitely nifty of a catchphrase. I will give you that, man. That's a nifty catchphrase. Can't live with the kill switch. Tell you what though, man, just seeing these guys run, you know, and comparing them to our league, man, you got some big hitters. I mean, it definitely some good racing.
Oh my
Like
god,
you were
please
talking
don't
about.
make these guys' heads get any bigger than what they are.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you know there's some experience. We've got some guys in our league that they like to have big heads of their own too.
Hi, my name's Niner Dan, and I'm the points leader in that league. I have won 3 stages in 3 races this season, and I won the opening race at Daytona, and I currently have a 55-point lead over second place. So there's no big head here. It's just a head full of facts.
Oh no, it's a big head with you.
All right, Hoopty in the 24 car leading, and you got 3 on the bottom, 3 trying to work the top lane, and they, for the first time tonight, are working the hell out of that side draft.
Oh yeah, you have to.
But it's not going to work as Jinx dives low, and so does Checo. That's going to leave the 4 car out to dry. Oh, Hoopty getting loopty. And here comes Sniper on the inside. Oh, Sniper's going to stick his nose under there, and he's going to Hoopty. He's going to move Hoopty up. So, but I don't think Hoopty cares. He jumps in that high side lane and starts leading the fast lane now. That Sniper is the one that's going to be in timeout on the bottom, as all the guys on the outside are going to freight train on by. So Sniper working that. Ooh, Sniper with a great run from 4th, dives to the inside, gets all the way up to 2nd, and he is by himself in that inside lane using the side draft. Oh, using all the work that Niner taught him to try to get to the front. Instead, he is going to lose the draft. As we are coming down to 7 more to go. You got Hoopty out front. Jinx in 2nd. Oh, Jinx up in the wall. No! So So, top three, move Hoopty to the front, Checo to second, Colt blazing to third, league owner, Too Good, or Too Schmeat for you, up to fourth. Alright, Jinx and Sniper, get your ass up there and push him. I'd give my left nut to see Too Good win this race. Let's go. That 9 car looking stout here at the end of this race. Does anyone have anything for the 24 car? Or is the 24 car going to be the second hack in the Hendrick Brigade and not be a factor the entire race and come up here and steal it at the end of stage 3? Well, we have 4 more laps to decide that. Here we go. 4 laps to go.
Like I always told you, man, don't ever count out them Hendrick cars.
As we have Hoopty losing the lead, Checo goes into first, puts Sniper up to second, and the 9 car up to third. Jinx trying to get by Hoopty but can't before Hoopty dives down and fills the gap. Oh no, and the 9 car being hung out to dry now. Alright, so here we are coming down. The laps are winding down. We've now got, Sniper and Colt up into the wall with 4 to go. As you have Too Good in that outside lane pushing the 24 car. He's going to push him to the lead and then some. You got that outside lane rolling. There are 6 or 7 deep. Oh, Bird with a great move from 7th. Drops it down. Is the first car on the bottom. But he has a whole lane behind him. Put the 21 car back out front. Jesus. That 21 car is trying to sweep the race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't a factor in stage 3 at all, but here we are with 3 laps to go. He has found a way to get the lead. And the caution comes out. Guys, we are going to have a green-white checker.
Always gotta love them green-white checkers, man. They're so unpredictable.
Alright guys, here we are, green-white checker finish. You've got Schlinken out front, Collins in second, Jinx third, Sniper fourth, Popeye fifth, Bird sixth. Alright, so Schlinken in the 88 car leading this bottom lane. Jinx up to second, Sniper in third, Popeye fourth, the 21 car of Bird in fifth, the 9 car in sixth, and there it is. The next flag will end the race. They're either going to get a checker or a caution. Here we go. Less than a lap to go here. You've got the 88 of Schlenken, the youngest kid in the field at 14 years of age, out here leading. Oh, as Jinx gets into Bird. Pushes Sniper down into Bird. Oh, man. Too good on the outside. Too good on the outside, trying to get the lead. He's on the outside of the 88. As we're coming down, they are side by side coming out of 4. And it looks like Too Good is going to get it. Too Good in the 9 car has won this race. Ladies and gentlemen, Jinx gets second. Oh my goodness gracious. And put Schlenken in 3rd. Me Hoopty 4th, Sniper 5th, Bird came back to 6th, Colton 7th, Checo 8th, Collins 9th, Frank in 10th. Man, oh man, he has done it. To Schmeat for you. Has won a race this season, ladies and gentlemen. Not in the playoffs. Takes some of those playoff points away from those hungry playoff drivers. Give the win to old Too Good. Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
Definitely congratulations to you.
All right. We're going to get them in the party chat here and get a couple interviews real quick. And again, guys, I would love to thank old Scally for jumping in tonight and helping me out. Dude, you have been a lot of fun to talk with. If you ever want to jump in any of my broadcasts, you just, I'll ask, but if you ever want to jump in one, you just let me know, okay?
Hey, you got it, man. I definitely had fun tonight. I do appreciate you bringing me in here with you.
Yeah, no problem. And look, I want you to give your league a plug. I mean, it's only fair. Go ahead, tell us everything about Lone Star.
So, Lone Star, man, Lone Star brand's been out for a couple years now. And not to toot my own horn, but I did win the overall championship last year, so can't take all the credit. There was a lot of stuff going on last year, but you know what? We're rebuilding Lone Star. It's a hell of a league. We got some good guys.
Okay,
Niner
so
Dan being one of them.
well, I'm not one of the good guys. There's other good guys, but tell me about how your league runs, because it's the thing that brought me to your league. It's the thing that I love the most about it. How do you run your divisions each week? Like, how does that work? Because I've never seen a league do this before. You're the only league I see do this. So explain that to everybody.
So we're one of the very few, if not the only one right now. Myself and my co-owner, Artide, have decided that we wanted to put a little spin on things on how we run the league. So we decided we wanted to do a different series each week. So one week we'll run truck, next week we'll run Xfinity, and the race after that we'll run Cup. So it's definitely definitely kind of gives everybody kind of an even playing field. It's a cool little thing we do, and so far, I mean, we've gotten good feedback on how we're running it, and it's definitely been interesting every week to run it that way.
It is. It's been a lot of fun. So again, I want to thank Scally for jumping in here tonight. If you guys are interested, they are letting people still join. You just can't run for points at this point of the season, but they will let you, practice with them and learn. And they do help each other with setups. One of the great things the only thing I hate about them is if you win, you have like 30 seconds to send your setup to the party chat. So if you finish second every race, you can possibly be good. So I may have won both stages at New Hampshire and then finished second in the race. But if anyone knows me, my New Hampshire setup is not getting out of my hands. Jinx, will you mute your mic? My New Hampshire setup is not leaving my hands. So there may have been a reason I finished second in that race. Anyway, so there we go. There's Scally, guys. Again, thank you for joining us tonight with Scally. So let's welcome in the boys who just put on a hell of a show right there in stage 1, 2, and 3. But probably my second favorite race I've called all season, because our winner 2 Schmeedy for you, 24. Used to be the driver formerly known as Too Good, with the big win tonight. Too Good, congratulations, man.
Right, brother.
So you were a little all over. You were in the back a little, you were in the front a little, but you had a hell of a run on that last lap, man. Tell us about just tell us about your last lap. How did you end up pulling this thing out?
I saw the top 3 make contact, and I had a very good run coming down the back stretch, so I went high, and luckily I had Jinx behind me.
Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations on the big win tonight. And speaking of the guy pushing you, the guy who could not wait to go play with the cars and jet engines, Jinx, man, you had like a hell of a stage 1, a hell of a stage 2, where you led everything but the one that counted, and you kind of fell out there in stage 3, but came back for second. Tell us about your race there, boss man.
Yeah, so, I mean, stage 1 was fun. I mean, it's fun when you get into a Dega race with a bunch of guys who can talk, and, like, you see multiple lines running and not just running the bottom line for 93 of 94 laps.
I don't know if y'all were having glitching problems, but...
We did.
Okay.
We did have a server. We had a glitch. That's why I fell back to, like, towards the end of the pack in stage 2, but, under that caution, there was a glitch where Popeye just hit a wall. His car just went sideways when we were doing that manual, which brought out the game caution.
I was like, leave it to these boys to be under caution and bring out a caution.
Yeah, it was weird. He was right behind me, and his car just went. It didn't even go like turn right. His car just immediately just went 90 degrees.
Well, there was some fast cars in this race. It was incredible to see how many different leaders we had in the beginning of stage 1. Schlinken and Colt and all them fell back, and then in stage 2 they were just up there battling for the lead. That first stage, the top 4 just drove away.
The top 4 had a great pit stop. It was me, Hoopty, Bird, and Too Good, and we talked the whole time about what we were going to do, and we came out. I mean, even me and Hoopty checked up a little bit for Bird, and then we all checked up for Too Good.
Thank you.
Once I saw the 4 hadn't pit yet, and he was pitting by himself, and we were all linked up by the backstretch. Oh, we were like, we're good.
Thank you so much for explaining it that way. But that's what we were trying to explain in the broadcast was the difference between that second group that pitted and kind of was scrambling getting into pit road, and then when you guys pitted the way you pitted, I said that they've got to be talking, they've got to be saying, hey, you know what, I've got damage, or hey, I'm only taking 2 tires, I'm only taking 4. You have to communicate with the people you're drafting with.
I mean,
so you could definitely tell you guys did that.
Too Good, we all took 1 can. Too Good took a can and a half. I don't know if it was his gears, but he took a can and a half. So we had to slow up a little bit just to let him get into the draft. But once we did, we stayed linked up the whole time. And then, once we get you like a lap to go, then you're going to try to make it fun again.
Okay, and then who was third? Was that Schlinken?
Schlinken was third.
Schlinken, congratulations, man, on a 3rd place. We missed you last week at New Hampshire, buddy. But way to bounce back, get you a 3rd place finish tonight. There was a couple spots in that race where did you have a really loose car?
No, not really, but I just got banged around a lot, and I couldn't really control other people around me. It was a good race, but it's always, no matter what happens, I feel like it's always me that gets caught up in the, like, a car taking a 90-degree turn under caution. Like, what?
Yeah, there was a couple there where you kind of fell back, but you did have a fast car there, like I said, in stage 3.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm the last going into that last quarter. I was so focused on the bottom of my screen of me blocking Jinx. Too Good just went and passed. I was like, what the hell?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I want to make sure I get that recorded so I can use that in future broadcasts. He did what again?
He went
Yeah, and once Too Good got outside of me and he passed me and he jumped in front of me, I'm like, Too Good, I'm following you the whole way.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
as soon as you got behind him, I knew it was over because I know you were not trying to let me win after what I did to you after Bristol.
well, when it was 3 wide there, I was like, holy crap, Too Good has got to run. This is going to be great. Um, so yeah, so congratulations on the big win tonight. Too Good. I don't believe they can hear you. Hold on, I'm getting broadcast messages. Give me just a second. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I was gonna stick with Too Good. If I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna win, I was gonna push Too Good to it.
I was going with Bird all the way until a mysterious caution came out.
Okay, well, we're gonna call that a night right there on
Yep.
mysterious cautions, because I mean it's Halloween weekend. We don't need to be scared of mysterious cautions coming out too. So,
Nope.
all right, guys, everybody, remember tomorrow night. Join me with the FRR guys as they have one race left to decide their championship 4, and the points are tighter than a virgin on prom night. I hope y'all have a
Tune in.
great evening, and we'll catch you
Next Saturday
here.
is Road America.
Oh God. Oh God, we'll catch you next Saturday right here on the Killswitch channel at Road America.